doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
The Kid L podcast.
Rocking and rolling. MIAJC is in the building. How you
What's the
doing today?
deal?
Bro, you're just killing it. At the end of the day,
No, for
just
real.
knocking out beats, just producing, just taking over. There was a point where all I heard was "Hell of a made this beat forever," and then all I heard was MIA all over, all over the map. So,
no, for sure.
you've been doing it for a little minute now, man. I know you're from Detroit. I know you're from the West Side. I know that you started making beats roughly around 10 years old, and eventually started taking it more seriously throughout time. But
Damn, how you know that?
I know about you, man. I know about you. But I know that your journey as a producer took time for you to start taking seriously.
For sure.
But it's worked out, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's been working out. Talk about a little bit of your upbringing for anybody that doesn't know some of the smaller details of growing up. Was music always on your mind? Was producing always on your mind?
Music was always one of my main focuses. Like just running around doing sports. You feel me? I always used to, you feel me, switch up and do the music. Like the music was just always in me. You know, I grew up in church, so just the praise and worship part of it, you feel me, when they singing, like it always stuck with me. So yeah, like it always been a part of me. I took a music tech class in 9th grade. I went to U Prep, and after that, I just was locked in. I'm like, this a real thing, you feel me? Like, this a real career right here. So
yeah, you started off with the software most people start off with, was it GarageBand?
GarageBand,
That's
for
what
sure.
I started with too.
For real?
I started making beats for 2 weeks and I was like, this is too hard. I just stopped.
Yeah.
But GarageBand was fire.
No, GarageBand was perfect, for real. It was the easiest because I was trying out all types of programs, but GarageBand was the easiest for real.
Yeah.
So yeah.
When did you jump into did you jump into Fruity Eloops first, or where'd you go?
Nope, I was with Logic.
Oh, cool.
So I switched from GarageBand to Logic. Then from Logic, I think I was on Logic for like my all through high school and like the first 2 years of, after I graduated. And then I went to FL. I'm like, oh, this a whole different world. This a whole different sound.
Yeah.
And I just went from there with it.
Yeah, the Fruity Loops had that piano roll function.
All that, man. Yeah. I'm like, damn, it's crazy. Who taught me FL? Dog? One of my little homies. He taught me FL, and I just went crazy. Southside, from Grand Rapids. He taught me. Not taught me, but he helped me download FL on my computer.
Yeah.
And after that, I think that same as soon as I got FL, that's when we made Detroit to Inglewood.
Damn.
So that was like one of my first beats.
Right.
On FL. I ain't even know what I was doing for real as far as mixing, nothing.
Yeah.
And we put it out.
Detroit to Inglewood is the start of the impact for you, right? That's where everything really gravitates from. But just like a quick note, did you guys torrent the Fruity Loops or did you guys fucking buy that shit? All right.
No,
Anyway, talk about Detroit to Inglewood. How many beats had you produced before that were actually like on the professional level before that came out?
I was doing something for Pablo. I had like a few with Band Gang, but not all JR stuff in the beginning when he had that first run. But other than that, it really wasn't too many for real.
I mean, there's still big hitters in the city, but you don't feel
sure.
like anything hit like a milestone that you compare it to Detroit.
Oh, that? No. That was the first one for me. That was the, beginning.
Talk about the development of that project and how the beat came together.
Man, so I met Jergo Bino. I linked up with Neek. This was 2017? No, 2018. That summer. Linked up with Neek, met Jergo Bino, and a lot of stuff was going on. So I already knew what type of bag they was in, like, you feel me? So I just went off the vibe of them. And I actually remade that beat off of Mo Money song she had. It's like one of her biggest songs. I just recreated it, and I already knew they was gonna trip, you feel me? So I just sent it to Neek, and he put it together. And then next thing I know, they playing it on Instagram before it's even out. They just in there every day banging it. And then we dropped it in November or December of 2018, and it was over.
Yeah.
It just went up.
When you, as a producer coming up at that time, how are you seeing the feedback from not only the audience but customers, people who actually want to work with you?
Man, me personally, I felt like they was still sleeping on me. Like, even to this day, I still feel like they be sleeping on me.
What makes you think that?
Just like, you know how when you would get that viral interview, then everybody want to interview. Yeah. It wasn't even like that. Like, wasn't nobody really tapping in for beats for real. Like, so, but as far as like building my catalog up, like working with, like me reaching out to artists, that helped for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did when Tay B came to place, was that you reaching out, or was that
the Tay B Style joint? No, me and Skilla, we always worked together. Like before Detroit, Inglewood, all that. Like we've been working together since we was like 17, 18, like, you know. So that was really just us just working. And then it just blew up like random. Yeah. Kind of like Detroit, Inglewood, just random blow up.
Yeah, that's like 8.6 million views on YouTube, and who knows what else on other platforms.
Exactly.
That shit's going crazy right
Exactly.
now. And you helped develop a sound inside of that song that's still being kind of reiterated till now.
For sure.
Coming together with that was that the same process of developing the Tay B Style as it was for any other beat you created, and that just happens to be the one that hits because Skilla throws something great on it, or like how does that work?
Well, when I initially made that beat, it was just a time where I knew he was working on the tape, so I was just sending him beats like every day. And I was like doing like these, I challenged myself, I'll be doing like 10-minute beats. So I set the timer for 10 minutes and just click in anything. So I was just doing that because bro rap on anything I seen. So I was like, let's just try a bunch of new stuff. And that ended up being one of the ones on the, he had a tape called Me Versus Me. So that just ended up being one of the ones that just went off. Yeah. But it took some time to get it to that point. It wasn't like an instant hit. It took some time, like I want to say like 6 months.
Yeah, I remember when it first dropped versus how long it took for it to actually explode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which is crazy because a lot of people do get like demoralized once something drops and it's not an instant hit.
It's not instant. Yeah. And people be thinking like, some artists be thinking like it got to be instant. And then if it don't do nothing within that few couple weeks or couple months, they go on to the next thing. And it's like, still promote that other stuff because you don't know what could be a hit. Like Fetty Wap, it took him a year for that, what was that song? I forgot what the song he had, Trap Queen?
Trap Queen took a year?
Yeah, he was promoting that every day.
Damn.
It wasn't like no instant, just he dropped it and it blew up. He was promoting it every day. So I be trying to tell my artists, bro, promote every day as much as you can. No matter if they follow you, unfollow you, whatever. If they don't fuck with it, they gonna hear it. They gonna know it's, you feel me? It's out.
Yeah, staying super organized and promoting previous content and present content, right?
Exactly.
Because you never know. Unless you just know it's straight up garbage. Like, all right, man, I'm always fucking up with that for sure. But.
Yeah, but what be garbage to us might not be garbage to the fans, you know? Like, I got some beats that I ain't really rock with that people be like, bro, remake, I need some more of that. Like, you know? Oh, yeah.
So you send out beat packs where sometimes you didn't think that the beats were hitting and then they use them and it's all
well,
good?
now I try to make, you feel me, the best I can make. But back then, like, some of them beats I was just making. Like,
you got any example of anything that you just made and it ended up being like somewhere close to it?
Dang, let me think. Probably some of Big Homie stuff, like beginning, like when me and him first started working. But now when I make beats, I know, like, oh, this a hit. Like, you could say whatever on this beat. It's just going to go up regardless.
You producing with the Young Blue, too, is, I know, a big moment for you as well. That helped change the trajectory of your career.
For sure.
Talk about that and how that connection began.
So I was working with an A&R named Sarah J out of New York. So I was just sending her packs, and she just happened to land that on the Lobby Boys mixtape with Mano and Jim Jones. And it was a blessing for real. I ain't even know that was about to happen. I'm just doing what I do. Work, send packs, you know. So, yeah, that was a blessing for sure.
The pack sending thing is something I get hit up about every single day. Like I open up my email, it's like
they be sending you packs.
I don't, because anybody who's involved in music, it's like they just send you packs.
They trying to get it any way they can. Yeah,
it's like 50. They call them. Somebody sends me trash packs every day. I don't know what the hell that is, but that's
what they call it.
Trash packs. Yeah, it's almost kind of like this is the trash pack. Like this is the stuff that nobody else is getting. So here you go. Like type shit. And I get them every day, and sometimes I'll listen. I'm like, damn, you guys are killing it.
They be straight.
Danny G told me that he was just tagging BabyTron nonstop.
For real?
Yeah, he was just tagging BabyTron and beats nonstop, and that's how they all began together and started working together.
Man, it be so many ways you can connect with artists. Like, it just be so many ways, especially with social media. Like I met JR through his live. Yeah. He was on live one day, and I just was like, I got some beats for you. And he was like, send me some shit. And, you know, we just started working, and we just locked in. But there's so many ways you could lock in with artists, though.
What do you think is the separating factor if everybody's sending beats to an artist that they decide to work with you versus another producer?
Say it again. What you mean?
What's the deciding factor if I'm a rapper and every single producer, 100 producers are sending me beats? What's making the artist pick you, MIA, versus like somebody else?
Just like with anything you do, like branding, just the brand, the sound for sure, but branding, resume, everything, like everything play a part, you know. Yeah. But really with me, I feel like mainly like my sound. Like I got a sound that not too many people got, you know what I'm saying? So they come to me for that specific sound, and that's a part with the brand, you know. Yeah. So yeah, I say the sound for me.
You got projects too with EST Gee and 42 Dugg. Yeah. And you're working with the mainstream, you're working with the underground and everybody in between.
I love working with the underground more than anything, like, cause that's the next up. Like you feel me? That's the next generation. So it's like I try to help them as much as I can. But yeah, Helliver actually threw me that with the EST Gee 42 Dugg. That was like, I ain't know that was coming either. It was like one of them I'm sending, you feel me, just sending loops, and Helly did it and sent it to them, and they ended up making the project. Ended up going number 3 on Billboard or something like that. Yeah. That tape, yeah.
Yeah, you've done that before with like 100 Mil too, right? You guys got number 1. You were next to Metro Boomin at one point.
For real?
Yeah.
On what?
On Apple Music.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it be just them random tapes like that I don't even know I'm on, and it just be like it went up number 1 on Apple Music.
I wonder how many producers don't even realize like how their stats are like fucking going crazy just sitting back.
Man, like me, I be like, I don't really look into the stats. Like once something drop, it be like, okay, what's next? I don't really look at like what they do until like my other producers. They be telling me like, you know, you charted on Billboard today. I'm like, I ain't even know. Like, they be keeping up with that for me. Just, you feel me, off the love. So I don't really be looking at that stuff though.
That's pretty cool. But because you have a team behind you, it makes it easier to
for sure
get compensated for the like any type of money that's coming in, your points and everything like that.
Oh yeah.
So you don't have to worry about the money and the distribution or anything like that, right?
No. At first I did, but like anything, when you first starting out, you gotta know the business. You gotta do your research,
Yeah, you got a lawyer pretty early into the game, right? Like to try to understand like what's going on and make sure nobody can play with you. Right? I got a phone call today from a big producer from Detroit. He doesn't have a lawyer or anything like that.
For real?
And he was telling me like, he's like, bro,
he a big producer?
Yeah, I'll talk to you after about it. But he called me. He's like, man, it's so crazy how I'm getting pulled left and right, and I gotta call people and hunt them down like I'm a bounty hunter. He's like, this is crazy. I'm like, you need somebody taking care of this shit.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to do that. Like me, I be wanting to do it just because I'm just like real hands-on with my business. Like I need to know what's going on. Like loop me in the emails, tell me what's going on, bro. And I'm asking questions. I'm not just going with the flow with nothing. Like Even though I got my attorney, she do great. Like, but I still be wanting to know like what's going on with certain stuff. You feel me? So
yeah. So it's like you're taking accountability and responsibility on all angles, from the business end to the creative end, right?
No, for sure.
Because it's like a waste of time if you're doing this and there's stuff leaking, right?
Exactly. It's like, what's the point if you ain't on point? What's the point?
Exactly.
Like, no, for real.
What do you feel like so far 2024 has been, you know, your biggest accomplishments for yourself personally?
I'll say networking. Like me, I was always the chill. Like I chill, make my music, send it out to the rappers, and then that's it. But now it's networking. Like I wasn't a big networker at first, so that's my biggest accomplishment, actually getting out here and, you know, making it happen for real.
Yeah, and earlier you said like you feel like you're being slept on, but sometimes it is because if you're not in the loop, it feels like that, because people might think you're exclusive, so it's like you're out of the circle kind of.
Exactly, and that's what me and bro talk about all the time. Me and Neek, we talk about that all the time, and he tell me like, man, you gotta do it, like you in it, bro. Like you gotta be outside and network and show your face. They not how you expect them to know you, and I'll be like, you right. You're right, so that play a big part in why, you feel me? I think that for sure.
I think one of the only people that's getting away with that now is Energy. I think Energy like just drops clips and that's it. I don't think he actually like. I never seen a picture of him before.
You ain't never seen that?
Yeah,
I just was with bro this week.
Really?
I was in Atlanta. Yeah, we was at a conference. That was my first time meeting him too.
Really?
Yeah, he cool dude.
Did you know what he looked like when you shook his hand?
Oh no, I for sure knew what he looked like. Yeah,
okay.
Just producers. We be knowing, but. Nah, for sure. That's my dog.
What were you guys doing out there?
We had a conference with Sony Music Conference, so it was a little bit of everybody out there.
Oh, cool.
So I bumped into bro. I didn't even know he was coming. He just pulled up. I'm like, damn.
Are you allowed to talk about anything about the conference? Like,
huh?
Are you allowed to talk about anything from the Sony Conference?
Oh yeah. It was so we just had. It was just so each label came through. Just playing us briefs of their artists, what they needed, you know, stuff. It was really exclusive though.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was hard. Like we got the network. I cooked up some beats with some big time producers. And
Can you talk about any of the producers that you were working with?
Energy was one of them. Who else I work with? What's my man's name? His name is Joe. He do a lot of Central C stuff. We did something with Low Shimmy. They had some artists out there too, so we was in sessions and everything. Got in there with Nardo Wick.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was great. It was a networking event, something I needed to be at. So it was good. It was cool.
Yeah, it's crazy knowing sometimes how much pull you have until like when you actually test how much pull you have, and you don't know you have it until you like actually try to use it. Like, oh shit, I didn't know that.
I ain't know that, right?
I go to clubs sometimes and I'll be like, I gotta wait in line, and all of a sudden security be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
for real?
Y'all really like this? Like, really like this out here?
You like me?
Yeah.
I'll be waiting in line. I'm like, man, I'm chilling.
Nah, yeah, it's like you don't realize it until you use it.
You
and it's like, oh
use it.
shit, I didn't realize
Right.
I didn't realize it's like that.
Yeah.
We're all watching V's blow up too, man. I know.
V's?
Yeah.
Man, he
You know what I'm
going
saying?
crazy.
I know you guys work together, and that dude's just on a different stratosphere now, right? He
Yeah.
created his own bubble and community
For sure.
of fan base and niched it out like crazy.
Exactly. Niched it out.
Yeah.
Like he branded his brand crazy right now. Like he got the wave. Like anything. He was like he can't do no wrong. Like for real.
How does it go from working from like, you know, mainstream 4-2 Dugg, that kind of sound, and then switching over to a V's type sound?
Or what?
Like creating, like working with V's and like creating those different
like
types
working
of
with
sounds.
different artists
different
with
types
different
of sounds.
sounds?
Like completely different sounds.
Just basically just working with different producers, like, you know, figuring new stuff out, like, and just practicing. Like I'm at the desk every day working on new sounds. I'm still watching YouTube tutorials. Like I still do that. So just hounding in on your craft, learning every day. Like, can't stop learning.
You know what's crazy? Somebody has there's multiple tutorials of how to create Tay B Style, which is crazy.
For real?
Yeah,
I ain't seen that
isn't that
yet.
crazy? So it's like you're watching tutorials while other people are making tutorials about you.
About me.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's a
That shit's
blessing, though.
wild.
That's a blessing, for
Yeah.
real, because I remember I used to be looking up type beats, all type of stuff. Nah, we got type beats.
Man.
So it's like, it's crazy, man.
That is
the
fucking
development, the growth.
It is crazy.
For
Rob
real.
49's another person that you've been working with too.
Yeah.
Watch. That's another. I messed up so bad with Sad Man because I also Sad was like managing him, and then
Who?
Sad, Rob 49.
You was managing?
No. Sad was.
Oh, yeah.
And Sad hit me up one day. He's like, "Yo, I got Rob 49." This is like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Before he blew up. I'm like, man, I don't want to interview nobody I don't know, bro. I was like, not right now, man. I don't want nobody I don't know. Like, only got to be people I know from Detroit, something like that. He's like,
Right.
trust me, bro. Trust me. I'm like, Sad, no.
Damn,
I said
you
no.
turned down the interview.
2-3 years later, I'm seeing this guy's averaging 10 million views a video. I'm like, biggest regret of my career. I didn't know like these managers, like you're talking about Neek, you're talking about Pootie, you're talking about Seth, you're talking about all these guys jerking stuff. Like they know shit we don't know, and we
No,
gotta
for
trust them
sure.
because it's like they see shit way at a higher scale and volume. We're sitting here looking around like at these small ideas when they're looking at these major ideas. So now I'm more open. When they
for
talk, I
real.
listen. Now I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
let me listen to what you're saying. And,
For
like,
sure.
follow that shit.
For sure. Me too. Like,
Yeah.
I used to not work with artists, certain artists, you feel me? Just like, man, I'm focused on this right now. Not because I don't want to work with them. I'm just focused on something else. And then it'd be like, you know, miss out on sending that pack. And then they just blow up. It'd be like, damn, but.
Is there anybody you missed that was actually reaching out to you that you kind of just like, not you couldn't do it at the moment?
No. It was a few managers like telling me send beats for like it was an A&R in New York that was telling me about forgot the name. But it was an A&R in New York telling me about an artist, and they just, you feel me, started going crazy. I'm like, eh. But it wasn't the fact that I ain't want to send them nothing. It was just I ain't have nothing in that lane. You know, they got that drill. I ain't had nothing in that lane, so I was like, which I should have just sat down and made something for real.
Do you feel like there's stuff that's out of your realm of understanding how to develop and create, like a sound that you just can't get to it?
No, I can make anything. Like the internet, man, you could find, man, like it's so easy. This is so easy, bro. Like it's nothing I can't make. Like I can make everything.
Yeah.
I just gotta learn it, practice, like, you know, different chord progressions, different drum patterns. Like you just gotta go on YouTube for a day. You got it. Like no cap.
Has it been easy for you to manage like your personal life while like hanging in the entertainment industry?
Man, it's gonna be hard, bro. It be hard, but I'm getting there.
What's the hard part?
Just like, cause me, right now, I don't want to miss no opportunity. So I'm at it every day, but it be certain stuff I gotta do in my personal life. I gotta, you know, do certain stuff like I can't say no to. So it be like just setting the schedule, getting it right. Like, so I've been working. I've been doing good so far. At first, it was like, dog, it's a lot, but just having that team behind you really help manage it better, for real.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As we're watching Skilla Baby's rise and as you guys continue to work together, have you guys been talking and figuring out different things you guys can do to make the sounds better, or is it just the same routine as like you make the beat, send it over, and what works?
We doing the same thing we've been doing since we was teenagers. It's just I send a random beat, he rap on it, we drop it, see what it do. It ain't nothing like we strategizing. We just having fun, bro.
Dope.
We ain't really trying to we ain't strategizing and doing all of that. We just working. Like I send a pack and he fuck around on it and we do what we do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, if it's not failing, then yeah, you might as well just keep fucking trying.
Just keep doing it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Talk a little bit about other producers in the city that you collaborate with from time to time, and the network of producers that there are in the city right now. Because it feels like sometimes the producers are becoming more of the reason the songs are hitting than the artists are, with all due respect to the artists.
No, facts. Like I said, Helly, he helped me out a lot. We do a lot of stuff together. The circle, all our producers, Lee Choppin, Kilo Beats, XL on LA. Like I work with a lot of in-house. Then I got my producers, Sound of the Streets, Fuse, Big T, 28. We do our thing. So I really work with like in-house, but I work with everybody. Like I work with everybody. Like can't nobody come hit me up and be like, you feel me, can I send some loops, and I don't use them. Like you feel me, I work with everybody. And we gon' get a placement. No cap. Like I'm gonna make sure of it. For sure. But yeah.
Yeah, if you have the push and marketing behind you and everything like that, it makes it easier for producers. That's something I was talking to my boy about earlier too, is like producers branding themselves versus taking the energy type route where it's like you just drop music versus you actually putting your face on everything. Like that dilemma, because I really don't think that some artists who are behind the scenes want to be in front of the scenes. But it's like this new era where you kind of have to be in front of the scenes.
We in it. Like we were saying before, like that's how I was. I ain't want to be like, I don't want to be, you feel me? I ain't want to be the face, but I'm like, I got to be the face. It's my brand. Why not? Like, you know? So, yeah.
What tapes have you been appreciating that have been coming out as of recent? Just stuff you've been listening to for your own, like, just listening for pleasure?
Man, Chicken P. They got something out in New York. They call it Sexy Drill. That Cash Cobain. You hip to that? You ain't hip.
Sexy Drill?
They call it Sexy Drill.
What are they talking about?
I was at the conference and it was this one label that's all they wanted was like, they like, man, we need that Sexy Drill. Like, you heard that song Kalani?
If I heard
it. You ain't heard it? Damn.
If I heard it out here.
I'm playing for you, but yeah. They got this. They got a whole different wave.
What's the concept of Sexy Drill?
Man, they just be talking about vibing. It's just like vibe music. Like just vibe music. Okay.
Are they just like reinventing names that already exist for music? Like it's a genre that already exists and just calling it Sexy Drill. Like this is R&B, but they're just gonna call it Sexy Drill.
Exactly.
To keep the
man, it's so many sub genres. It's so many sub genres. I hear new genre every day. Like I forgot I was at some conference. They was like, they got Latin trap. I'm like, man, it was like, it's like this. No, this the new wave. This it. I'm like, it's cool for sure, but I don't know. It's so many different genres. Like,
bro, British people were doing trap rap way before trap rap started, bro.
You talking about in the UK?
Yeah,
hell yeah, man. I got some artists that I work with out in London that been on that, like, and now they on the Detroit wave. They like, we ain't doing none of that, like the drill scene. Like they like, man, we on the Detroit wave. Yeah. So yeah, it be they all got their different sounds, but I like it all. I'm just a fan of music.
Yeah,
I like it all. I listen to it all.
What was like your biggest musical influences, but also like producer influences?
That Band Gang era.
Damn.
That was my biggest influence on music. Actually, no, I could take it back further than that. The Team East Side, Doughboys era. Like, that was a big influence. We used to be
like Payroll's beats?
Hell yeah. Payroll, because Payroll used to make all they beats.
Yeah.
And Dame Dot used to make all Team East Side beats. Yeah, so they had to be the influence. Rocane, I can't lie, Rocane was a big influence. Ant Beats. Just all of them, man. Oh, even Pooh Beats.
Yeah,
he was a big influence. Like all of them, they sound was just crazy to me. I'm like, dog, this was before I really was taking music super serious. I used to listen to their music, be like, dog, like how is they getting 808s like that? And you feel me? So yeah, they played a big part of, you feel me?
Yeah, I mean, the Mob is the craziest intro to any fucking beat I've ever heard in my
Man,
life.
what?
Like the darkest, grittiest, fucking like we're coming after you. It's like almost like
I remember the first day that shit dropped,
Man.
dog. I'm like, dog, what the fuck is this shit? This shit crazy.
made me feel like when I watched Jaws for the first time when I was a kid. It's like, what the fuck's
What
about
the
to happen?
fuck?
To
What's
me?
about to happen,
Yeah,
right? I'm
what's
like,
the fucking
dog.
happen? And they killed it. They fucking killed it, bro.
Man, they killed that for sure.
Damn.
And it was like, that was kind of like, I was so surprised because they had all these hits already, and then they just dropped that, and it was like, dog, that solidified it.
Yeah.
Like, man, okay.
Yeah, that shit was legendary. But yeah, then you start moving
was
forward
a
towards like Bang Gang's era was a little bit different, right? Like the producers start switching it up. I know Jose the Plug is like really killing it at that time. And then everything takes another flip once First Day Out comes out with Helva. He starts doing like the storytelling type of beat.
Yeah.
Theatrical style, these crazy introductions that ramp up and then they break into some crazy beat. Everybody's like been trying to like replicate that still to this day.
Yeah.
Like that First Day Out type of like theatrical intro and then
And then,
kind of acapella almost.
I even did it.
For real?
I even did it before. Mm-hmm.
It has to be extremely hard, right?
No. It's
Huh?
just like two beats in one. Like just making it, you know, it ain't really too hard for real. Just making it, you feel me, real melodic in the beginning, then switching it up to some, you feel me, some hard shit. Yeah.
But the concept of, like you said, it's a theatrical thing because it's a storytelling type beat, right? It's
Yeah.
like you're saying the introduction to it, right?
Mhm.
To kind of get that atmosphere what the song is, then that break, and then now we're hitting the verses.
Exactly.
But it doesn't stop. There's no chorus to kind of go back and
Oh
forth.
yeah, it
with.
wasn't no hook. Yeah,
there's
it's
no
just
hook.
straight through.
Yeah.
I be telling artists too, like, when you writing, like, think of it as a story. Like you writing a story. Like the hook is your summary of what you about to talk about in your verse. And your verse is the chapters.
Mm.
Like, you know, like you said this on the hook, now explain it on your verse.
Yeah.
Some artists be going everywhere with that shit. I'll be like, what you trying to make? Like, it's like, what you trying to talk about? Like back in, like, and that's why Team Eastside and all them, like them groups, they took off, you feel me? Like they had the most hits because they was actually making songs. And that's what we do. Like, we make songs, bro. We ain't about to just, all right, everybody get in there and rap, and then you on a different subject, and then he talking about this, then the hook say this. It be like, no, bro. We all on the same subject, but we ain't never had to tell our artists, like, you feel me? They pretty much got it. So, yeah.
But you're talking about kind of like the shit talking version of what rap can be, and then the actual storytelling. Because there are guys who just go bar for bar, just punching random ass.
And that's cool. I don't knock it. That's cool. But I like to make, like, we all on the same, like how Cash Money was. You feel me? Like, we all got one subject. This what we talking about, and we finna go hard. And you feel me?
So how much are you directing your artists when you're actually in the booth with them? Like, or do you actually do sound engineering at all, or do you do like consultations as far as developing songs?
I do consultations. I got that on my website, sotsmusic.com. But when I'm in the booth with my artists, I'm really, me and Nick be directing them for real. If they, but most of the time they already got it. Like, you know, one person to go in and then everybody will vibe off what he on. But we pretty much put the songs together, like, you know, the different vibes and stuff.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Is there any specific projects or anything that people can look forward to that are releasing soon or anything like that?
I want to hear what Skilla about to do on this Crack Music 3. That's what I'm waiting for. Who else dropping that I know about?
Are you part of that tape?
No, for sure. I don't know what all song. Like I said, bro, we just be working.
Yeah.
And then they put the songs together, you know, after. But we just be working. Who else got something dropping? I don't know, but that's what I'm waiting for. Yeah.
Damn. So there's no other projects. Skilla Baby is obviously legendary. There's nobody like that. You're like
that I'm working on.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You.
I just no, not for real. I don't be knowing about the projects until it's time to sign them contracts.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't be knowing about the projects for real. Most of the times I do, but I just send whatever, you feel me? And then once it's time for the mixing part and all that, then that's when I come in, you know. But it ain't like nowadays with the artists, it's not like we just, okay, we in the studio, we working on this project. This is what we about to work on. It's like we just work, and then we'll put that together after, you know. Like at the end, we'll put the tape together and do all that. So
yeah, because it's like a moment to moment thing. Like every studio session is its own
different.
like energy.
Yeah, it's different each time. So
if you're seeing a producer start from day zero, how does he get to your point? How does he, especially in this time of what's happening with music?
I say, and I got this from Metro, just work for free, bro.
Yeah. Like,
don't be looking for nothing out of it. Just work. And don't be looking for no money. All that's gonna come. Like, I see some producers, I done worked with some producers where they just be like, man, but we ain't getting paid. They'll go behind my back and contact the artist like, y'all need to pay for this beat. Like, sometimes it don't work like that. You just gotta work for free, bro. Build up your resume first. Don't nobody even know you. How you think you can get such and such, you feel me, X amount of money for a beat and don't nobody even know you? So I say just work, keep your head down, work, build up your resume, and network. Like, that's, the music is half of the, you know, it's less than half of the battle. You gotta be out here and network. Yeah. You feel me? Let them see your face. Like,
one thing with you said those producers that are like looking for money or whatever.
Yeah.
I noticed that some of them are working for free, but there's this like whole issue of not being credited all the time for what they put their work into, which is unfortunate.
No. I'm trying to think if I ever ran into that. I know I have. I didn't ran
not being
into that.
credited is like, has to be fucking crazy, bro. You created a song and then all of a sudden your name's not anywhere to be found.
Yeah.
We have R&B female artists that came on. We had like 10 R&B artists on here at the same time one time, and they were talking about how they'd be they weren't a group per se, but they all worked together.
Oh, a collective.
Yeah, like Libra from Detroit, but she was basically saying that they'll be doing background vocals for these songs and for these beats, and then like nobody will put their name on it anywhere. It's like,
yeah, but it come down to that black and white. It come down to them contracts, like, or them splits. Like, you feel me? If you ain't really doing splits or nothing, you just going off word of mouth.
Man,
how well do you know this person, like, or trust this person? I mean, like, you gotta, but you know, don't, like, it'd be weird, like, to do that in the middle of a session. Like, just pull out and be like, okay, I need my split on this. That's why you gotta have an attorney or some type of representative to, you know.
But even be credited. It's not even about the splits or the royalties all the time. It's like, I want to be known. I want it to be known that I made this. My boy Foulmouth, he works for a Bizarre from D12, and he just got placement on Eminem's new tape as a producer. And it's like, there was only 3 fucking producers that were on the back of the CD, and they fucking, even though
he wasn't on there.
No, he was on there, but it was only 3 other producers. But he was only 30 seconds of one of the songs.
Oh yeah,
and it's like they still credited him, and it's like you got major Detroit artists or local Detroit artists or Michigan artists, any artists, whatever, that are not credited, and people that are doing stuff behind the scenes with them. And that needs to be kind of.
We need to start. It's a lot of stuff we need to start doing while we at this peak in the music, you know, and the business is one of it. We got to start getting the business together. Like, it need to be more executives. Like, it's not too many executives. It's just artists. Like we need more Neeks. You feel me? And, you know, stuff like that. So
yeah, and definitely
people that actually handle that type stuff.
Yeah, they need more Chanels, Neeks, fucking Green Riches, people that are orchestrating things at a professional level. Because remember, like, the term music business or the entertainment business, there's a reason the word business is in that title.
Exactly.
And people are like forgetting that part. It's like, no, it's the wild, wild west out here. Everybody just do what you want to do. And that's why things fall apart a lot of times. It's because if it's not orchestrated in a way that makes sense for everybody, then nobody's going to take it seriously. But it's hard to get that. I think either there needs to be more money involved somehow with that happening. Like the scene needs to get more money coming into it for people to take it more seriously.
And it's happening.
It is happening. Or people are just don't understand the concept. That's another angle.
They don't want to learn the business.
Yeah.
Even on the producer side, like I be telling some of my producers that I work with, like, bro, you have to get an attorney. You have to learn the business. You gotta know where your money coming from. Like, you know, it's more than just these little what you call them,
milestones.
No, the admins, publishing admins.
Oh, okay.
It's more than that. Like, you gotta know all this, like what's getting said in these contracts, how to even negotiate business. That's what it is. People don't even really know how to negotiate and talk, like, or do the business. They just want to make the music, drop it, go on. You feel me? It's like people gotta really honed in on the business if you want to make it big or make it to where you want to be. Yeah.
Facts.
But we getting there. We getting there for sure. As a city, like, we getting there. Oh yeah, we got the beats on the JPEG.
Oh yeah, talk about that. Talk about having the beats on the JPEG.
So my mans, he just got out. Both of them, Big Cam and Poe Campaign. So they was locked up, and I was talking to them a lot, and they like, man, we need the beats in here. Like, is it a way we can do it? I really wasn't even thinking like that you could get I knew they had the music on the JPEG and stuff, but I wasn't thinking about me doing it. So I'm playing the beats over the phone, they rapping, we trying to do tapes, all type of stuff, and it just wasn't working. I'm like, man, I'm gonna get the beats on the JPEG. I'm gonna figure it out. Like, it took me like a year and a half to figure it out, but I got it.
That's legendary.
Hell yeah.
Are you like the first person to do that?
Nope, I'm not even the first. I mean, I'm probably one of the first in the city, but I'm probably one of the first in the city.
How does somebody not steal it if it's on there? Like, can other people find it if it's on there, or like use it, or is it coded in a certain way where nobody's gonna know how to find it?
No, it's coded through the distributor.
Oh,
so they got the I think the IRC.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
And the UP, some codes. They got some codes.
That's legit. So people can start listening to the beats while they're inside instead of you doing it over the phone and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Poe Campaign too. I didn't know this guy was locked up this entire time. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, he just got out from doing 10. My baby.
So yeah, that's a cool concept. So basically, one interesting thing is executives reaching out for you to help develop artists and do A&R for artists and help develop them. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, like they, just like I was saying before, they would just want that sound or a sound, and that's what we do. We develop sounds, like we develop sounds and everything around it, as far as the brand. So we come in, we do the A&R work, all that,
Yeah,
that's why I say I love developing artists. Like,
it's kind of like what you were talking about earlier. The professionalism that only comes from people who are able to handle things and delegate things. Right?
Oh yeah, for
so
sure.
It comes through people like you finding artists or producers and being like, "Yo, I'm gonna help you because you don't understand how to do this shit."
Yeah. Like I see an artist that got it. Y'all got the music, you got the work ethic, but it's certain stuff you need to do. Like, as far as social media, as far as going outside, like, you feel me? Like, don't nobody know you, like, so that's.
Yeah. And then the artists that are like literally promoting themselves in ways that does not help their career at all. It's kind of shocking how many people are using social media for their personal life when they're literally an artist.
Right.
Like posting like your cake at Ruth Chris or something, like your tiramisu cake. It's like, bro, you are a rapper that's barely making any money off your shit right now. We don't need to see this cake. We need to see you drop a track, some music, bro. Like, do something.
Most artists be just, I call it blind promoting, like or freestyling. They just be freestyling on there, like just doing anything. It be like, man, you gotta have a strategy or something, like. And promoting is not hard nowadays. Like, promoting your music is not hard. You just gotta be willing to do it. It'd be too many lazy rappers, bro.
Some of them are getting screwed over too, though, because you know how there's like multiple platforms that are like genuine. Like, you got Detroit Rap News, bro. I swear I got a message yesterday from Detroit Hop Rap News.
Man,
so I was like sitting there, I'm like, what? And I seen some of my friends on there. I'm like, how did you get on Detroit Hop Rap News, bro?
What is that?
Who did you pay? Like, to get on Detroit Hop Rap News, bro? Like, it's a fake page with 150,000 followers. And I'm like,
you want to know what they do, bro? This is what they do. These fake little pages like that, they'll take your picture from your page, share it on their profile.
yeah.
So then when you see them share it, you know how it pop up. Now you see them. Then you will probably repost it. So then they'll hit you with the packages.
Yeah.
And it be like, bro. Or they'll just take your music and just post it for free.
Yep.
Or post like the hottest stuff just to, you know, and then you'll be like, damn, okay, y'all fucking with me. Then they be having the fake followers.
All that.
Man.
It's easy to
like,
find,
bro. How you got 150K? You don't follow nobody. And then your comments on your videos is only like 2 comments. Even with Say Cheese, it'd be like Say Cheese Tennessee or something like that. They be having all type of little, man, pages,
Shade
bro.
Room was going crazy too. They had like Shade Room Detroit, like 5 of them. You didn't know which one was real, which one was fake.
Man.
They were hitting me up. But that we got to keep the integrity within the Detroit platforms too, because I feel like they're getting screwed over a little bit now that everybody can start a platform. It's like,
yeah.
which is kind of unfair, but business is business, capitalism, everything like that. Whoever wins, wins. But
yeah.
I don't know. I do feel bad that it's like we're responsible for keeping those pages alive, and
For sure.
but they have to be cooler too. Like, I feel like the platform should be showing more love to the artists and producers more, like really showcasing us more, because we're the ones putting money in your pocket, but then like they get mad when we start promoting with another platform that's coming up that's charging way less. But it's like, bro, you guys are kind of, you're not giving us a deal. You're not like helping us. You know, like promotion needs to be kind of, I feel like the community of artists and producers and everybody in the entertainment industry in Detroit needs to look out for each other a little bit. Like a little bit. Look out for each other to make sure that everything stays like within itself.
That's like Michigan, we was just saying, the business.
Yeah.
And it's getting there.
It's
getting there. Like it's getting there, though. I'm seeing a lot of growth.
Yeah.
So it is for sure getting there.
For sure.
But yeah, them pages be crazy.
This was an awesome talk, bro. Hopefully we'll have you back on again soon. I know you said Skilla Baby's Crack album 3 is coming out.
Crack Music
3, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Hopefully that shit blows up for you guys.
Gonna be big.
For sure. We're at Parallel Sound Studio. Hollow Visual shooting this productions. We're out. Peace.